Good evening, everyone. This is your evening news recap. I hope all of you guys had a wonderful day. My day was all right. Today is May 15th. Yeah, May 15th. It is Thursday. Hope all you guys are going well. Hope all you guys got good things going on. Not too much for me to really yap about. Um, got a nail appointment, got my nails done. The lady did pretty good. Other than that, not too much going on for me, just kind of chilling, hanging out, writing the news recap. We don't got a lot of news today. It's been a busy day for me, unfortunately, but we do have quite a bit to cover. Anything that I have missed, I'll try my best to get in tomorrow's recap, as always. But for the Trump administration segment today, we have 2 topics, and for the other news segment today, we have 3 topics, so about 5 topics total. Not a bad haul. But with that being said, let's get started. Opening up with the Trump administration segment today, we have 2 topics. Trump has suggested taking Gaza to make it a freedom zone, and JD Vance and Marco Rubio are going to the Pope's first Mass. Trump has suggested on Thursday that the U.S. would take control of Gaza and turn it into a freedom zone, Trump said during a business roundtable. I have concepts for Gaza that I think are very good. Make it a freedom zone. Let the United States get involved and make it just a freedom zone. I'd be proud to have it. The United States have it. Take it. Make it a freedom zone. Let some good things happen. Put people in homes where they can be safe, and Hamas is going to be dealt with. Of course, Trump has earlier proposed of making Gaza a U.S. territory earlier in this year, but there has been really little to no information since then, and Trump has also previously proposed ethnically cleansing the Strip. I was waiting for information on this. I haven't, or it's been a while since. My bad. It's been a while since any information's come out, so it's an interesting situation, that's for sure. Any plans he has likely won't be positive. He probably will do worse than he is currently doing with the United States, but we'll see how it goes. Of course, Israel and the United States both need to stay out of Palestine and Gaza because Palestine should be free. There should be no question about that. Moving on, J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio are going to the Pope's first Mass. Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio will attend Pope Leo XIV's inaugural Mass at the Vatican on Sunday, according to members of the White House. Vance, Rubio, and family members among the U.S. delegation attending the Mass. Pope Leo XIV previously has made it clear about his distaste of the Trump administration, but Vance and the rest are expected to attend the full ceremony. Don't let JD touch him. But on a more serious note, this isn't shocking. I kind of figured JD or at least someone else would go, as JD claims to be a Catholic. But it'll be an interesting ceremony, I'm sure, and I'm excited to hear about it, as I've quite enjoyed learning about the Pope. Although I'm not religious, I always do enjoy learning about religion. It is definitely something interesting, that's for sure. Moving on to the other news segment today, it's going to be a bit of a short one, but sometimes it's how it goes. For the other news segment, as mentioned, we have 3 topics today, as there's reportedly a massive investigation into United Healthcare. New Hampshire Republicans are suggesting flogging other party members, and a woman is being used as an incubator because of a Georgia law. Massive investigations are going into United Healthcare. According to the Wall Street Journal, the Department of Justice has been actively investigating United Healthcare for fraud since last summer, with a focus on the Medicare Advantage business. In response to the report, United Health Group said in a statement, "We have not been notified by the Department of Justice of the supposed criminal investigation reported, without official attribution," in the Wall Street Journal today. They went on to say that the Wall Street Journal's reporting is deeply irresponsible and even admits the exact nature of the potential criminal allegations are unclear. We stand by the integrity of our Medicare Advantage program. This is definitely interesting. Healthcare companies, of course, are a scam. I think most of us can agree with that, no matter what side you're on. So I wouldn't be shocked to hear about fraud, honestly, at all. Is this a real case? I hope, because somebody needs to do it, but I'm sure we'll find out in either the coming days or coming months or never, but we'll see. Moving on, a New Hampshire Republican has suggested flogging party members. A leaked Signal group chat has shown text messages featuring New Hampshire Republican Representative James Spillane. These texts, dated April 13th, suggested that Republican lawmakers should be subjected to forms of intimidation, including physical violence, for voting against leadership recommendations. User Jaspillane68 Spillane wrote in the chat, "There should be a punishment from the caucus for straying too often, in my opinion, whether by revoking committee, parking spots, flogging them in the State House square, egging their homes, or slashing their tires, whatever fits the crime." The group chat is reportedly used by top members of the State House leadership. For those who don't know, flogging is defined by Google as a punishment in which the victim is repeatedly hit with a whip or stick. That is crazy. Only in Trump's America can politicians be beaten for not voting the right way. That is insane. Anyone who thinks that should not be in office, without a question. It is crazy that anyone who is saying that is allowed in office. No sane person, nor should any representative be suggesting that or saying that, because that's insane. How are you going to beat someone of your own party just for not agreeing with you? That is wild. Republicans are actively falling apart, and I know they're saying about that about the Democratic Party as well, but they are actively going at each other's necks. It is wild. Moving on to the final segment today, we have a very unfortunate segment as a woman is being used as an incubator because of a Georgia law. A 30-year-old mother and nurse, my apologies, was declared I cannot speak, holy, was declared brain dead a month ago. But she is now being kept alive because she is pregnant due to Georgia's heartbeat law. Adriana Smith, a registered nurse at Atlanta's Emory University Hospital, was about 9 weeks pregnant when she started having headaches in February. She went to a Northside hospital for help, but was released and was given medication, according to her mother. Her mother said they gave her some medication, but they didn't do any tests, didn't do any CT scans. If they did, they would have caught it. The next morning, Smith was found gasping for air and gargling on blood. She was taken to a hospital where a CT scan revealed she had multiple blood clots in her brain. Unfortunately, there was nothing doctors could do, and she was declared brain dead. Because of this, she is currently pregnant, she is being held at another hospital, even though it's likely the child will survive out of the womb because of a Georgia law. My apologies. The goal is for her child to be held until 32 weeks, where they believe the child could survive, but it likely will have many defects and might not be able to walk or see. This is crazy. I feel so bad for not only the family, but everything in this entire situation. It is honestly unnerving. That baby likely won't survive, unfortunately, and even if it does, it will probably need extensive care for a majority of its life. It's so stupid that this woman was discharged without having any extra tests done. I mean, sure, a headache is a headache for some, but I mean, it can have bad implications. Clearly, they didn't even check. They didn't even probably didn't even consider it. They just probably sent her away with some Tylenol, which is unfortunate and truly, truly sad. You could have saved both of the life of her and the baby, but unfortunately that is not the case. And, whether that baby lives or not, the fact that you have this woman who is essentially dead for the most part, sitting in the hospital waiting for a child to be born where she will probably be put to sleep afterwards is insane and kind of sick, in my opinion. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you're on YouTube, please consider liking, subscribing, and dropping a comment down below on your thoughts. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, and I believe we just hit 150 today. Maybe it was yesterday. Can't really remember. It's my bad. But we're at 150, which is super hype. Thank you all so much for the support. It truly means the world to me, especially on YouTube. We do really well on YouTube, and it was honestly surprising to me that we would be doing that well. But I'm very grateful. But if you're on Substack, please consider pledging your support. All funds go to me. They help me pay for the things that I need to pay for in college, like food, clothing, all the sorts of things. But, you can always subscribe for free. I appreciate all forms of support. Truly, it means the world, and I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. Please also check out my Blue Sky. That's where I post out the notifications for these videos and, just other random little bits. And I'm also on Snapchat, or not Snapchat. I'm also on Instagram, and really that's it. I don't really even use Instagram that much, I'll be honest. But feel free to check them out because, every once in a while I'll load it up and post something. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in tomorrow's episode. Later.